Okay everyone, today we're making Estonia's national dish of Mulgipuder. I probably mispronounced that. I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best on that one. Read the description, you can see the spelling. Technically, Estonia's national dish is blood sausage, but I couldn't find Estonian blood sausage. Also, like, what am I gonna do? Just cook a blood sausage? Kind of a lame video. I could make blood sausage from scratch, but I don't want pig intestines and like beef blood sitting in my I just don't want to do that. That sounds real gross. Sounds like a bad time. So this dish is basically barley and potatoes mashed together. All that you need is potatoes, barley, an onion, and bacon. Technically, you don't even need the bacon, but pretty much everyone uses like fatty pork belly bacon in theirs because, you know, it makes it tasty. So to start off, what we're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to get water boiling. So just get some water in a pot. Wow, this pot, there's so much dust in this thing. I should have cleaned this out beforehand. This pot has been sitting in my room for weeks, just gathering dust. That's on me. Basically, you need to get some water boiling. I have some in the kettle to get hot. I was trying to do 2 loads from the kettle so that the water would be hot instantly, but here we are. Here we are, because I didn't rinse it out beforehand. Get your water on, get it boiling, clear off your workspace, salt your water pretty liberally because that's all the seasoning that goes into this pretty much. It's just salt and onion. And now bust out some potatoes. Yep, 3-pound bag. So I'm going to use like 1.5 pounds of potato. You can definitely use more, and this is going to be a meatier version since I'm only using like 1.5 pounds of potato and like almost a pound. How many? 12 ounces of bacon. Now, why would my roommate dump the pot full of rice into the sink and not the garbage disposal? Well, what was the plan there? You just gotta rinse all the dirt off your potatoes. And now grab a knife and just chop these up into little cubes for boiling. Try and get them to be like relatively similar in size and shape so they cook evenly. That's like all that we're doing here right now. You're essentially making mashed potatoes. So how they look doesn't matter because you're gonna mash it up anyways. And you can just go ahead and get these right into the pot immediately. And now what I have is quick barley, because that was the only barley that I could get where I am. This is just pearled barley, and I'm reading the back because I've never cooked barley. So we're just going to let that get up to a nice boil, and then we'll put the barley in. While we wait for that to get to temperature, let's get working on the bacon. Again, this is a very simple and rustic meal, so it doesn't really matter how you chop this. Just kind of get it into nice, simple pieces. Go whatever thickness and size you want. And get all that into a pan, along with your onion. So let's just get this chopped nice and fine. Oh, this is a wonky onion. And get the onion in with the bacon just immediately. Honestly, you probably should have put the onion in first, but we're cooking the onion down in the bacon fat. Okay, now that this is boiling over here, add in some of your pearled barley. It's like 3/4 of this box. Maybe I'll just dump the rest of that into the next soup that I make. I don't know. Now this stuff over here, this is going to cook down like crazy, right? Because the onions are going to sweat, become translucent, relatively thin. The bacon, I probably should have done a better job at separating into little bitty pieces before I just threw in big slabs of it. That would have been smart. But we're in it now, you know, we're here. This is going to boil for about 12 minutes. That's what the barley needs, and the potatoes are small enough that that should be the same. Should be is the key word. If the potatoes aren't done, I'm going to keep cooking it, but they should cook at the same speed based off of my quick math. Now you might be wondering what we're doing with the blood sausage. This, I'm just going to cook one and put it on top. The rest of them, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like this. I'm going to level with you. I don't know if I'm going to like these, but we're trying it. Just every once in a while, stir both of them. It's fine. You want some browning on your bacon and onions. You want some caramelization. Honestly, I've seen some people take it all the way down to like black, fully caramelized onion. I'm probably not going to take it that far. I'm going to cook it for probably the same length as it takes for this to cook. Hey, does anyone know more comfortable head mounts? Because like I've got this camera on my head strapped up with like a default little head mount, but it is digging into my forehead and it's uncomfortable. Previously I used to strap this onto a helmet. Maybe I just need to buy like a GoPro helmet mount and wear that. But like usually those are like full face things because they expect you to be doing like action stuff, and I'm just standing in my kitchen. There we go. We're starting to get a little bit of browning action now on these onions and bacon. It's getting there. It's getting there. Okay, now that we're at the point where this is just all just bacon fat that's in here, there's no water left really, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a blood sausage and just put it in the corner, just to start it cooking. But just keep this stuff moving. You don't want anything to burn, but you want it to all become deeply caramelized and brown. Also, these potatoes and barley are looking like they're getting pretty close to done. It's also looking like I put far too much barley for the amount of potato that I put in there. I didn't realize how much barley puffs up. That's on me. There wasn't really any measurements for any of these things. So it's just like, yeah, you just mix those together. So I kind of hoped for the best, but I think I used too much barley, not enough potato. Which if I didn't need that other set of potatoes over there, I would probably just like make more potatoes to fix this. But I do need those potatoes. So. Oh, this thing's bursting. That's cool. It's so black. It's just like the blackest substance. This random sausage. Okay, it's been 12 minutes, so let's stir this up. Find a potato chunk. This is probably the biggest one that we got because it didn't separate out. That's hot. And we're just gonna see. Yeah, it's about done. Went right through. So I might give it like an extra minute just to make it extra soft, but so that's good. This blood sausage is bursting at the seams. Let me grab like a random plate just to put it on because I never washed this cutting board. Kill the heat on this because this is now starting to get a little bit too hot. It's bursting. Things are going bad over there. We're just going to calm down and let that chill for a second so the blood sausage gets cooked all the way through. Get my colander out and we're going to drain this. Will it all fit in this colander? Probably not. Just being completely honest, probably not. I'm going to try though. You know what? Close enough. It was close enough. All the water's out of here, so that's a win in my eyes. Just gonna take that, pour that in there. And now here's the thing. This is so much barley. Well, I guess we'll find out if it works, you know? Nothing more to do it but do it. Mash this up. I'm gonna put some butter in there. I'm gonna throw like 2 tablespoons in right now. Oh, there we go. I believe the original recipe calls for like 3-ish tablespoons, but my bacon's pretty fatty. And now you can mash this into whatever texture you would like. Some people like it more mashed, some people like it less mashed. It's actually coming together. You just gotta keep pressing. Okay, this blood sausage fell into little itty-bitty pieces, and it's gooey and not cohesive and breaking apart and looks terrible. And I don't know if it's cooked. I'm axing the blood sausage, is what I'm trying to get at here. This is not coming together. Cute idea, but it was Argentinian blood sausage anyways. It's not even the right kind of blood sausage, people, alright? Get off my case. This definitely needs more oil and such, which we are going to get from the bacon and the onion right now. So you can top it with this or just dump it right on in. I'm not going to touch that. That is hot. You almost did. I almost touched it, but then you can hear it sizzle. There we go. This came together just fine. I didn't use too much barley. This is what it's supposed to look like. I was nervous for no reason. And then you just mix it together and that's it. It's done. Look at it in all its glory. I'll be right back after I plate it up. Alright people, thumbnail is secured. This dish, well, it doesn't look the best presentation wise, I imagine. I mean, there's nothing bad in it, so it's gotta be good. Yeah. It's delicious. It's onion, bacon, potato, and barley. Like, what do you... The green onions are like in there too that I put that on as garnish. Not part of the dish at all, but it's tasty. I probably could have mashed it more to make it even more homogeneous, but at the current rate, it's good. I would love this with some cheese or sour cream or something. That'd be delicious, but as is, very hearty, very dense. This will sit in your stomach like a rock. For a nice cold winter, I get it. I fully get this. This makes perfect sense to me. But either way, hope you guys like this one. See you for the next one.